The Lee Benoit Family Band of 4 people is shown singing and playing music outside of a house under a carport. From left to right, Valerie Benoit, a white female with short red hair and glasses, wears a green and white striped shirt, bootcut blue jeans, small gold hoop earrings, a watch on her left wrist, and white sandals. She is playing the electric guitar. Sitting down, playing the drums, is Maegan Benoit, a white female who wears a red shirt, black shorts, and black shoes, with a watch on her left wrist. Standing up is Lee Benoit, a white male wearing a black hat, a black button-down short-sleeved shirt, black slacks, and black shoes. He's the lead singer and also plays the accordion. The last member of the band is Rosemary Benoit, a white female wearing a teal-blue shirt with khaki shorts and black and white shoes. She is sitting down playing the fiddle.
Hello everybody, we are the Lee Benoit Family Band from Rain, Louisiana. Here's our first song we're going to do. It's off of our latest album. It's called Let's Go to Lafayette. In French, Allons à Lafayette. It's an old Cajun song written by Joe Falcon. And it's about a man wanting to marry his fiancée. And way back then, you had to go to Lafayette to get a marriage license. So he's telling her, come on, let's go to Lafayette to get a marriage license so we can get married. It goes something like this. Thank you. It's all gonna be edited, right?
Might keep this in there.
Especially this part that I just said, right? Didn't bring your water. No
Sure it's
water.
not right here? Or is that Maegan's extra one?
No, that's Maegan's. That's good.
One down.
All right, folks, here's a song off of our second to latest CD. We call this one Le Gars Soleil, and in English that means the sunbonnet. And it's about my grandmother wearing her sunbonnet when she would work in her garden and walk down the street in the sun. So here's one called Le Gars Soleil. humiliating.
But I might mess up my hair. Oh Lord, mine's probably like this right now. No.
Hey. Here's a little song on our third to latest CD. Has a little Irish flavor to it. We call it the Ireland two-step. Just like that.
Does that come with motherfuckers? It's on Maegan.
Here's yet another original song off of our Ma Petite Femme CD. It's called A Land So Far. That's about the deportation of the Acadians in 1755 from Grand Pré down Louisiana and all parts in between. Here's one called A Land So Far in Pays Aussi Loin. Pays aussi loin. Merci.
We're gonna do what? Check the key. Pare? Tu que pare la?
Here's a title cut off of our CD called My Little Woman. I wrote this song for my wife right here. One called Ma Petite Femme, My Little Woman. Goes something like this.
We thank you.
Dr. Shane Rasmussen interviews the Lee Benoit Family Band. Dr. Rasmussen, a white male with glasses, wears a mask, an orange plaid long-sleeve button-up shirt, and black dress pants.
C'est tout fini. Le bal est cassé.
And it's Sean?
Shane.
Shane. I'm sorry.
It does not matter.
Just blame it on age.
I've been called so many things.
No, well, you don't want to be called
That's
back
rolling.
again.
Well, I got a last name of Rasmussen. You know how many times I've been called different?
Now that's a name you can't forget.
Yeah.
Last lesson.
So,
I'm wrong.
I'm good. Yeah. Everything's good?
Whenever you're ready, Shane.
Okay. Oh, where should I look? Just at them? Okay. Well, we're here in Rain, Louisiana, in July 2020, and this is the Lee Benoit Family Band. And if I could just start by having you introduce yourselves.
My name is Valerie Benoit. I'm Lee's wife.
Yep. My name is Lee Benoit. I'm Valerie's husband.
My name is Maegan Benoit, and I'm Lee and Valerie's daughter.
I'm Rosemary Benoit, and I'm Megan's wife and Lee and Valerie's daughter-in-law.
Well, thank you so much. It has been an honor
Thank
to
you.
hear your music. I mean,
Thank you.
you seem so happy when you play.
Our music is therapeutic, man.
Oh,
I mean, you know, how did you get started as a family band?
I was born into it.
She was.
I married into it.
Yeah. Megan's been playing the triangle since she could walk.
Right.
Yeah, and then she's picked up the drums, and she always sang. Yeah.
So
And
just
in 1994, myself and Valerie started playing Cajun music full time. I was a rock and roller before that.
But it just kind of evolved into Cajun.
Yeah, I'm a retired paramedic safety man, and in '94 we decided to start playing Cajun music. And when I picked up the accordion and learned the accordion and Cajun music and the history of our culture, I fell in love with it like no other rock and roll music I've never experienced before in my life.
Yeah.
So we decided to go ahead and carry on with it. You know.
Well, tradition has that pull. You know, there's a sense of heritage. You guys are a very traditional band. You know, and I've heard a lot of different Cajun groups, and this is a very traditional sound. I mean, what are your thoughts about that?
Well, I guess in 100 years from now, I would call it traditional. but a lot of songs we're playing right now are new original songs.
Okay.
Yeah, except for that one song that we played this evening was an older song.
But they sound part of the tradition. They sound like they just grew right in.
I guess they do. And most of them were written, I'm not a big songwriter, most of them were written by friends of mine. And but I have written a few songs in my life.
Well, you've been playing how many years now? Cajun music.
Just Kate since 1994.
Okay.
So whatever that is.
And where have you seen, and this could be for all of you, how have you seen the tradition change over time, kind of evolve over time?
Got faster. Music got
Yeah.
faster.
I was exposed to Wayne Toops, and that kind of changed my direction. I was exposed to him, and he changed the genre. And before that, it was Belton Richard, and before that, it was Ira Lejeune, you know, and goes all the way back to Amédée, you know, Bro, and Amédée Ardoin, and everybody, you know, had a little change in it. But Wayne changed me, you know.
How did he change?
And also, just because it was different. The music seemed more upbeat to me, more
Tuned
rocked
up.
up.
Tuned up French music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they were friends of ours, you know. And actually, my wife works in the store, which is the studio where Wayne first recorded, MTE Records, Master Track Enterprises. And that was the guy J.D. Miller we was mentioning about. He started that studio.
And you recorded how many albums now?
I recorded 3 with them, and I recorded 3 on my own. But I also recorded with several other artists, including Doug Kershaw and Hadley J. Castillo.
What was it like working with Hadley Castillo?
Oh, it was wonderful. I loved Hadley, and Hadley loved me. And we got along well. We spoke French together. It was so nice. And he was a storyteller, you know, and I learned so much about him. He took me riding around, and all his stories, all his songs were true stories about his life.
Yeah.
And he took me riding around in Paconya, the pecan grove where he grew up in,
Right.
and Leonville, the nearest city, in which he wrote a song about Leonville, you know, and where he would describe all the businesses and the corn, the factories and the mills and the corn mills, and he showed me all that before he
passed away.
So with the lyrics and the sound, this is really expressive. How is this expressive of Cajun culture?
Well, the songs that I wrote or co-wrote definitely have to do with with the culture that I've experienced, because they're newer songs. Like I said, I don't consider them traditional right now. But like the old songs are expressive of the hard times that the Cajuns has to go through.
Yeah. So survival.
To survive, yeah, and to adapt in a new land. And one of the songs that I recorded is called "A Land So Far." It was written by a friend of mine, the late Al Berard, and people call him Puke. And he called it "And Pay EOC to Land." Well, actually, I named it that. He named it something else, and I named it that. And we recorded it together before we passed. And it's about the deportation of the Cajuns in 1755, when they were thrown out, and with the tears in their eyes, but the fire in their blood, in the soil, and to carry on a tradition in a new land, a completely different land, a hot land,
Yes.
And so they had to learn to be different farmers, and
Storytelling, like Cajun music and folk music in general is mostly storytelling. And like you tell a story about how much you love your wife and how you met her. That's a song you wrote, Valerie.
Yeah, I have another
favorites.
song, Valerie,
But
that we
if
didn't do. But
yeah, you definitely see in Cajun music that we tell stories, and I think that's something that he does well as a performer too. And you can really understand what he's saying too, which is rare.
I kind of take pride in the pronunciation
Yeah.
of the words.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think that's an important thing. With our band, we tell good stories.
Yeah, all
Yeah.
positive stories too.
Yeah.
I don't have any negative stories about my wife left me or my dog
Right.
gone, the truck don't work.
Well, when you have a good life,
Yeah, as long as your truck works,
You're
you're
right.
right. Yeah.
when you have a good life, you're expressing that.
Yes.
And so the songs you guys are going to play are going to be
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah. And we met when we were 9 years old. We were next door neighbors. So I wrote a song about that, about our lives.
When did you know?
Oh, we knew right away.
I was 10.
Yeah. Yeah, she was 10. Never mind. She was a lot older. But she
I was
thought
10 when I knew.
Oh.
So it just took me a year.
It took her a year.
All right.
That's amazing. Yeah. I knew walking into the parking lot to meet my wife on a blind date. I knew.
There you
Wow.
go.
I just,
Yeah, you see
Wow.
that?
before I'd even met her.
Wow.
I
Wow,
just knew.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
It
So,
sure is.
I mean, and things can happen like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys have played all around the world.
Yes.
Where are some of your favorite places to play, and why?
Wow.
Yeah.
France because I was born there, because I was an Army brat. And so to go back as an adult was special.
Yeah.
I like playing everywhere. Canada is one of my favorite places to play. And
I like to play where people dance. If there's somebody if there's one couple dancing,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
happy.
talk about.
Yeah.
So there are places that people just don't dance a lot. Huh? They're
There
more
are.
formal.
Yeah, and then right now, of course,
Probably.
there's
Yeah.
no places to play. With
Right.
COVID-19,
Right.
there's
Yeah.
no dancing. There's no restaurants. We always like to. We normally like to play in the restaurants.
Yeah.
We stay out of bars. When none of us drink, and we just like to play in restaurants for dancers, like she said.
So when you're playing, how do you get people to dance?
Oh, it's
The
automatic.
music makes you
music.
move.
Yeah.
Okay. They'll just take care of itself.
Yeah, and sometimes they have dance couples that'll help get the people involved, get the tourists involved.
Right.
Some friends of ours, Cal and Lou, they come out sometime and they'll go out there and just grab somebody at their table and just start doing a dance. They'll form a big circle if
Right.
nothing else, and just start dancing. And
It's the beat keeper right here that gets them to move their feet. So
Oh,
beat-
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have a good beat.
Yeah.
So this is boom, boom.
she's our timekeeper for sure.
Yeah.
And well, more than that, because I was listening.
Oh, you listen to the harmonies.
Yeah, but I was hearing you were playing some of that drumming was really inspired. I mean, you were taking some risks you didn't need to take, but you pulled them off, and I thought it was really
Well, I
cool.
appreciate that.
Because you had this other, like a richer element to that drum. So I really appreciate when
That's very
musicians do
nice.
that.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
So it seems that when you're writing a song, what is that process like?
Well, first of all, you have to have an idea, and that's how I do it. Everybody does it different ways. It doesn't just all of a sudden come to me. I'll start with an idea, and we just had a melody in my head one day. It just went da 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 da, and it fit with the syllables fit Valerie, and I said, well, let me write a song about Valerie. So I wrote the chorus first,
Right.
Valerie, and then I just went ahead with the and then threw the lyrics in there. And the verses came later.
Why is it so important to sing in Cajun French?
Oh, just to keep our heritage going at least for another generation to come. You know, that's important to me. And one of my CDs is called For the Generations to Come,
Right.
where I'm handing down CDs to future generations.
I think it's important because we're proud of where we came from. I know I am.
Yeah.
I'm proud of my ancestors and the work they did to overcome the things they had to overcome and get us here, and that we are even alive right now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I'm very proud of our heritage, and I'm like Papa. I'd like to do whatever I can to keep it going.
Yeah,
and
and we know it's
preserve
going to go away one day, but we want to keep it going for as long as we possibly can. You know.
I was
Yeah.
really lucky. I got to take French in school.
And it's nice to see the young people. You know.
It's a happy
Playing.
music and people enjoy
Yeah.
dancing.
Yes, and we know of even younger people right now, that little people that are starting to pick up instruments, and that's cool.
Well, when I book for the festival, I've seen a lot of bands live, and I'll also look at YouTube, people playing live, and I look for people that obviously have a joy about it. Seeing the joy that you guys had as you played, I thought I'm going to call them up. Because that was.
Thank you.
What are some of the happiest moments? And this is for anyone. What's the happiest moment or a really happy moment you've had playing music?
Anytime my son joined me on stage.
I'll second that emotion.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
same here.
Watching him dance while we played too. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
He would grab a little fiddle and put it in my fiddle case when he was done. He would put it in my fiddle case by my extra fiddle, and then when he'd feel like it, he'd come pick up the fiddle or the little triangle he would either play fiddle by me or triangle by them. And then
Yeah, he loved the French music too. He
did.
really did.
He would
Unfortunately,
dance at
we
all the
lost him
dances.
at 5 years old, but he loved music, and he would have been right here with us, sitting right here,
Oh yeah.
having a few words to say.
Oh, yeah. He'd be carrying the conversation.
Oh, absolutely.
We wouldn't get a word in.
I saw the wonderful memorial behind you as you played. What advice do you have for the young people that are beginning to take up this cultural music, this tradition?
Listen. Get your hand on as much music as you can, different styles, different older musicians, recordings and things like that, and just listen to what they're doing,
Yeah.
and listen to what they're saying.
And listen to the words and try to pronounce them correctly for the next generation to pronounce them correctly.
Exactly.
Because there's a lot of bands out there that pronounce things wrong.
Ask for help.
Attend as
Spend
many
time with your
jams.
grandparents.
Yeah, attend as many jam sessions as you can, because that's
Yeah.
a great way to learn.
Yeah.
It's just to get out there and do it.
You can look up stuff online like crazy now. Look up the words and ask for help if you don't know how to pronounce
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Find one of us. Send us a message or even say it in YouTube. I think they have
Yeah.
videos that pronounce it for you.
And you can
'Cause it
learn
is
to play
important.
on YouTube.
It is important that you know what you're saying to an extent, or know that you're saying it correctly. That way, somebody who does understand the language can understand what you're saying, or that the language will survive.
Well, this has been a pleasure. Thanks all
For
of
us
you.
as well.
Thank you
We
so
appreciate
much.
it. Just talking
Thank
with
you.
you, and the music was just inspired.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
God bless.
That's all she wrote.
Yep.
Make sure you click a like and subscribe down
Like
below.
and subscribe
Yeah,
down below.
hit that bell.
Yeah,
Ring the
subscribe
bell
right
for
here. You know?
notifications.
You guys made that easy.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I had no idea. You can ask these guys coming down here. I said, what am I going to ask them? I don't know what to say. I'm
So you're formulating questions over there in the
watching
sun?
you play. Watching you play was the thing.
Aw.
That was the catalyst, because I thought, yes, this is a family, and they're so happy, and they sound so just like a bedrock traditional band. That's just got me started.
And we're happy because we don't get to play a lot.
Yeah,
When is
and
the
we're
last
so
one?
happy because we haven't been playing.
When's the last time you guys played?
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. We
Wow.
played in February was our last regular gig in
Yeah.
February. And then Randall's opened up temporarily when the phases changed.
Yeah.
And they had to put some tables outside and they got us to go play.
On
And
Mother's Day.
so that was on Mother's Day, so that was the one time.
Well, we had
Until
been out
now.
even longer than that because we were in a car accident
Yeah.
in September of 2017. So we had been out all of this time, and then COVID hit. So I think
Yeah.
that Mother's Day was like the one gig that I was able to play.
I heard about the car wreck, but I didn't want to ask.
I think
Yeah.
y'all had just came back
That was
before
that was like
COVID
that was
hit,
my
huh?
first
Yeah,
show,
that
I
was-
think,
that
or
was
second.
the hardest thing.
Yeah.
I would have
to
to
go through
say
in our life.
being able to, recovering and being able to pick up an instrument when I started playing again, it helped out a lot. Just having music and
To not just fall apart. I mean,
yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't want to
Yeah, we all took it so
talk
hard.
about something that would be too tender stuff.
no, thank you.
It's
I like-
good
I
to,
like
it's
talking
good to
about-
talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like talking about
Oh yeah,
Zan.
we keep them alive, keep
yeah,
keep the spirit alive.
for sure.
Thank you.
He's our guardian angel.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank y'all
I
so
agree.
much.
All right, y'all.
Somehow they knew you were going to say something so wonderful.
Oh,
So they just kept on rolling.
Oh,
They really are just kind of amazing, aren't they?
she wears a picture of him every day.
yeah.
It's
My
on her
baby.
neck.
It's my boy.
I was wondering what that was.
That's him. Yeah.
Yeah, we miss him like crazy.
He would go to a lot of gigs with us, you know,
Oh,
and he
yeah.
would
Yeah,
just
because we
at
played in
his
the restaurants.
at any time he had the privilege of walking up on
Mhm.
stage and coming by the mic and singing a song with us, you know, and he would too. And he also had his little implements. He had his triangle and his spoons, and
He was singing French songs before he was speaking.
The
Really?
second song we played today was his favorite song, and
Yeah.
he could sing every word to
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
the
it is a
Gasoline,
wordy
yeah.
song. Like that is one of the most wordy songs we play, and he would sing every single word to it. It
even
was his
before
favorite
he
song.
could speak right and say his L's, he would say, "What's your favorite?" I'll say, "What's your favorite songs, Ann?" I called him Tupi as a nickname, and he would say, "Gasso way," until before he could even say "Le Gassole."
Right.
Yep, that
But
was,
boy, he could sure say it at the end because he would have been smart as a whip. He was smart as a
yeah.
whip.
Yeah,
he
we-
was
we
very
watched-
intelligent.
Yeah.
he has a video of that song on YouTube. You can go find it, and
Oh yeah.
we would be sitting down together in the living room, and if the TV would go on, the first thing would say "Gassaway, Gassaway," and we'd have to put it, and we'd watch the video over and over again. He would just dance and sing to the video. It was his favorite because he would see the letters come up, and so then we would say the letters together.
I also
when we would see the letters.
wrote a song about Xander Cruz, and I named it Xander Cruz, and it's got his baby words in there before he could even speak. Because I would follow him around when we
With a
babysit him
Yeah.
with a mic, and he'd just say these words, and I'd get and I'd record them, and I had clips and clips and clips and clips, you know, hundreds of clips, and I inserted them in the song, and it's like he's talking back to him.
Yeah, that was going to be something for him when he got
Yeah,
older. and
that's
now
why
it's
I did
just
that. It was gonna be
something
for him,
us,
you know.
We're lucky to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Xander, and I can turn this orange into a banana. See, people, we have turned this orange into a banana.
Oh, yeah.
Bye, people. I hope you enjoyed my magic show. This program has been brought to you by Bruce Shack Production.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Xander. Happy birthday to you. Yay!
Did you make a wish? Made a wish that candle would blow out.
Oh, yeah. Candle would blow out.